Welcome to the final of
Dirk to throw for the
Players'
ball.
Championship 6, and it is the same final that we saw in
Bullseye.
Championship 4. And Ryan Searle was well beaten on that occasion
Bullseye
on Duijvenbode, but we've had 5 different winners in the first 5 Players' Championships this year. Obviously, these 2 are featured. That will change today. One of these will pick up title number 2 on the Players' Championship Tour this year. Dirk van Duijvenbode has
outside,
been impressive
Ryan's won
in
the
getting
ball.
here. His tournament average around about 102
Ryan
plus.
to throw first.
Ryan Searle around about 97.5, but that was similar yesterday in favour of Gary Anderson, wasn't it, Rod? And we saw what happened there. Ross Smith came out on top,
135.
so it's all to play for in this final. Ryan Searle will want to acquit himself better than he did a few weeks ago when he was well beaten 8-2, so it's important he gets off to a good start, and he's off and running. He won the ball.
134.
Searle has started proceedings in this final.
Yeah, I couldn't see that there would be that much between the 2 players when you look at the world rankings, which over a period of time is designed to give you a guide to who's the best player over a 2-year period on all known form. And not much in it, is there? 11th Van Duijvenbode and 13th Searle, so literally 2 spots between them on the rankings. In between 96. them, Joe Cullen, who's 12. But so, you know, a pretty close game to pick. And with Searle having got the throw here, that probably sort of negates some of the stuff you were talking about, Mark, which was like Van Duijvenbode beating him earlier in a final, and also the way Van Duijvenbode has played so far and so impressive in that semi-final against Humphries. So Searle's advantage of throw might sort of take the shine off a few of those things, and I would struggle to split the 2 players, really. I don't think there's very much in it.
159.
I certainly don't see a scoreline of 8-2 happening again. That was the scoreline when they last met in that final. It's worth mentioning Searle won Players' Championship 1 and beat Dirk in the quarter-finals there. So we've had a couple of meetings this year, very familiar with one another's game. Searle, who's on his way. Let's mention it, Ryan doesn't have the great eyesight. He does have to check sometimes with the referee if it's in or not. But he could have risked making a mess of this leg, because if he does return, he's coming at double 3. He may not return. Double 11. And that is a body blow early in this final. Ryan Searle missed chances to lead. Yeah, shakes his head. Dirk takes out the 1-4-2 and gets a break early in this final. And he was broken early in the semi-final and recovered, but he's got the initiative already now,
96.
Dirk.
Yeah, well, that rather ruins everything I said about Ryan Searle's advantage of throw, because it's already gone.
43.
Went in the very first leg due to misstarts at double, 3 of them. In fact,
he was broken early in Players' Championship 1 when he beat Jamie Hughes. Ryan Searle
59.
recovered there, but when you've been beaten 8-2 by an opponent just not so long ago, you start fearing the worst. But
180.
good for Ryan Searle.
We saw some maximum hitting par excellence from Dirk van Duijvenbode in the semi. Was it 8, Mark, in the end?
8 in the end, yeah, and he
140.
missed double 12 for a 9-dart leg. And when he gets that first start right, Dirk van Duijvenbode, you look away from an opponent because he expects to hit maximums. He works his way down from the top wire.
Yeah, he's the #1 maximum hitter in the PDC Pro Tour ranks. So we expect to see a few from DVD in this final. Now 1-4-2 leg 1. Could it be 1-4-8 leg 2? Could it be?
May well be.
Game shot.
Incredible from Dirk van Duijvenbode, and I was expecting him to stay on the treble 20. He made an early decision to go treble 16, and that is now a 1-4-2 and a 1-4-8 finish in this final to begin proceedings. Dirk van Duijvenbode, a statement of intent early, and Ryan Searle has gone in leg 3 with a score of 9. Got to be careful here, Ryan.
Yeah, that's not the 9 that a darts player is really wanting to see, Mark, isn't it? When you talk about a 9-darter, not a darting score of 9. But I tell you what, talk about 2 absolutely blockbusting finishes back-to-back, 1-4-2 and 1-4-8.
Credit to Searle, second max of this final. Just kind of mends a little bit of the damage done by the 9, but that doesn't help his cause. Back-to-back 140s. And if Dirk can get another break, he could take real control of this final.
140.
May have looked at a 25 at the last start.
Well, 142, 148, so 121 a cinch, surely.
100.
Probably do this with his eyes closed.
Would be remarkable, wouldn't it?
Can you make it 3 on the trot? A hat-trick of 3-figure outshots, Dirk? Can you? Goes bull first. He can. He can. Oh, the width of a wire away from double 18 for a 1-2-1 to add to the other two monstrous outshots.
This is big for Searle early in this final. And he gets it, he responds. Credit Ryan Searle. That's a 15 dart leg with an opening visit of 9. He did survive a dart, a double from Dirk van Duijvenbode for 3-0, but he's done well there, Ryan Searle.
Well,
134.
An explosive start to this final, which is the best of 15, first to 8, remember. So we're still very much in the early stages,
100.
but it's burnt brightly very early on. Both players have contributed to that.
$134.
About 10 points gap in the averages in favour of Dirk. Well, that's extended now as well.
180.
Reduce it. Another max for Ryan Searle. 3 in the last 3 legs. He's out maxing, the biggest max hitter in the PDC at the minute.
59.
Quite comfortably as well, 3-0 in that regard. But it's 2-1 in terms of legs, which is what really matters.
76.
Good last one from Ryan. He was just looking a little bit despondent there. The head was shaking. And he just gets him to a finish. But it's a big ask, and Dirk's going to set this up.
134.
Really well. So unless the 145 goes, we've seen a 142 and a 148 already. Can we? We may do here. 145. Ryan Searle getting involved now. He can't find the tops.
Well, that would have been ridiculous, wouldn't it? I mean, that would have been madness. 3 finishes in the 140s in the space of 4 legs if Searle had pinned that tops. Van Duijvenbode struggling to mop up the 40, but he does in the end, and now extends away to 3-1. This is good stuff.
100.
Expect these two to let us down. Both averaging over the 100. And Ryan Searle, who was blown away when they played in the final a few weeks ago, averaged around 88. Made a much more positive start. Yes, he's 3-1 down. But he's had a chance to make it 2 apiece. He could have gone 3-0 down, so it's a scoreline that he'll settle with at the minute, because the leg he won as well, he started off with 9, so it could have been going drastically wrong for Ryan here.
$140. $59.
Well, it's just going to be more damage dished out by Dirk.
Well, Dirk would expect to break from here, wouldn't he, Rod?
I think so, yeah.
92.
The way he's scoring, he'd expect to bring that score down a little bit further than he did, but it is a shot at 170.
174.
Brilliant visit from Ryan Searle. But he may not get a look. Well, he is, that's nowhere near.
58.
Well, 3 maximums for Searle, and that 174. 90 left. Looking for treble 18 for the double, couldn't find it.
54.
And now Van Duijvenbode looking for a 3rd 3-figure outshot of this final.
Yeah, he's had a dart in every leg, Dirk. The one he lost, he had a dart double 18 for the
60.
1-2-1 combination. But Searle to get back within 1 again.
Game shot.
Does get back within 1. Clean finishing from Ryan Searle, and the breaker throw remains at just 1 in favour of Dirk van Duijvenbode.
He's at a 72 and a 56 finish, Ryan Searle.
96.
Despite all the flashy finishing from Dirk van Duijvenbode, his lead is a slender one at 3-2.
131.
A flimsy one too, because it only needs one big leg on the DVD throw from Ryan Searle, and this match will be level.
Yeah, on Searle.
135.
So it would be an advantage. That advantage isn't really telling at this stage of the final.
135.
Dirk looking to get himself halfway if he can win this leg. On throw. Searle, who started his campaign today against Jimi Hendrix, then there was a victory over Gary Anderson, Ricardo Pietrezco, Mike Campbell, Dave Chisnell, and Mike DeDecker. Dirk cruised through his first few games, dropped only 5 legs against Kevin Burness, Ronnie Hybrex, Cameron Crabtree, Ian White and Michael Van Gerwen before a last leg decider against Luke Humphries.
96.
We're talking about a big leg on the DVD throw by Searle. This could well be it. Wanted the 2 doubles, 2 double 19s.
41.
And now must just hope that Van Duijvenbode can't go out off 114.
Treble 18 gets it, tops for a third ton plus finish.
74.
Searle now, well, he should be just looking at 3 at a double. He missed a big 17, which is careless, but 14 for tops. And he pins that tops, and we are level. And credit Ryan Searle. This scoreline could have been a lot worse for him. But getting back on level terms, Dirk van Duijvenbode has had chances to be, well, 4-1 in front. But now Searle back on throw.
With some nice 2-dart combination finishing in the last couple of legs, 56 and 54. Neat and tidy.
134.
And he's got his radar on tops as well, Ryan Searle.
Yes.
You just can't see him missing. Goes again.
140. $100.
So 3 apiece in a race to 8. And Ryan Searle is racing to that treble 20. Another maximum. That's 4-0. And of all the things we've seen in this final up to press, that's possibly the most surprising, that the maximum count is 4-0 to Ryan Searle.
85.
Bearing in mind that Van Duijvenbode had 8 in that semi-final against Luke Humphries.
82.
Good last start from Ryan, and we'll return with darts at double 4 for a 4-3 lead. Trailed 3-1. Chasing throughout the final, has an opportunity to lead for the first time. And does lead. Shot. It's been a good turnaround, 3 successive legs for Ryan Searle. He's halfway to yet another title here in Barnsley.
Yeah, he's twice trailed this match by 2 legs at 2-0 and 3-1. He's now in front for the very first time, and the average is very good, both in 3 figures. So excellent standard in this final, as you would expect at this level. From 2 of the top players, well, both players in the top 13 in the world rankings, Searle 13th and Van Duijvenbode 11th. 2 elite Aerosmiths going at it here.
Good to watch. Well, they just like to get on with it as well, don't they? So the pace of the game suits the pair of them. And it's reflected in the way they're both performing here in this final. It's a slender advantage for Ryan Searle. Well, 2 maxes now, both in this leg for Dirk van Duijvenbode. So he halves the deficit in the 180 count.
96.
For a leveler. 18. Tops.
55.
That's a long way off.
Yeah, pulled that low.
Shouldn't matter, should it, Mark? But another
95.
3 here, at least. Another 3.
Yeah, just a slight concern of how low he pulled it, but if he gets the double 10, like you said, Rod, shouldn't be damaging him. He's chasing up now.
15.
Now then, for the 4th consecutive leg and some breathing space for Ryan Searle. 20
that was a
for
mess
the ball.
for Van Duijvenbode. Double 5. Oh,
82.
my word. He knows how important that was, because that really would have given him a real grip Dirk, what are you doing, man? Another double one.
Game shot.
What a finish. Well, we've seen the sublime and the ridiculous from Dirk van Duijvenbode. We've seen 142 and 148 checkouts, and then we saw a checkout of 5, double one, one, double one.
Well,
you can take that away to your next exhibition, Mark.
Well, there was no panic from Dirk, was there? He just got on with it.
It's good enough for Dirk van Duijvenbode, it's good enough for me.
96.
The only thing I will say is that the dart into double one was a good guide for him, wasn't it? So it kind of opened up the bed, but yeah, it's obviously ideally
100.
8 legs played, 4 apiece. We expected this final to be a lot closer when they last met, and it has been. Both players who have won 4 Players' Championship titles looking to get their 5th. Right,
100.
3 of his 4 in Barnsley. The other one came in Wigan.
57. 96.
So now both players know full well that a purple patch of maybe 10 minutes of top-notch tungsten will get them to the line.
58.
4 legs away, both of them.
Well, both could have been further ahead, but both could have arguably been further behind, so they'll settle the fact there's 4 apiece.
180.
Dirk now with another max, and he threatens to move in front again here. 29 remains.
140.
16 left, double 8.
Game shot.
He goes. 14 dart leg for DVD.
Break a throw, yeah, look at that. Bit of aggression from Dirk. Ryan just sort of refocusing in the background. There's been breaks of throw exchanged in this match already, so Ryan needs to break back again.
180.
Is, well, in the blink of an eye, we were just saying, Rod, what it felt like 2 minutes ago that Ryan was dominating the 180 count. All of a sudden, 4 apiece.
41.
Yeah. It was a surprise that Dirk van Duijvenbode hadn't got going on the 180s, and as you say, he certainly has now. He's making up for lost time in that regard for sure. And every chance now that he can go 6-4 up. And it's not long ago
100.
that we were talking about the possibility of Searle going 5-3 up. So this game's really shifted in the last 3 or 4 legs. Oh, look at this now. He's absolutely flying Dirk van Duijvenbode.
180.
Well, the 180 count is now in his favour, and he's 83 points away.
96.
From being 2 legs away from another title.
Yeah, this is a real burst from van Duijvenbode, isn't it? He really has turbocharged in the last couple of legs.
51.
You did say both these players are capable of that little purple patch, and is this the patch that Dirk van Duijvenbode needs to gain control of this final? 32 points for 6-4. Teed up the leg really well. Double 8 and
Game
converts. 6-4 now in favour of Dirk van Duijvenbode. 3 successive legs.
140.
Yeah, a burst of 5 maximums. He started off with the fancy finishing, the 142 and the 148, but now it's the turbocharged scoring from van Duijvenbode that's doing the damage.
134. 83.
Paramount the Searle hold throw here. Or it would give Dirk the opportunity to throw for victory.
140.
Needs a treble, Ryan. It's not going to get him a finish, but just to bring the score down, last ditch. But van Duijvenbode is likely, you feel, to get a shot at something for 7-4.
125.
To fly at that is a bit of a let-off for Ryan.
94.
2 very important turns to the board coming up back-to-back here. Can van Duijvenbode take this out? And if he can't, can Searle? Double 16 for DVD, and that's brilliant. And that is 3 ton plus finishes in the match. that the smallest of them numerically, but perhaps the most important at this stage of the contest.
Yeah. Gets the double break. He was 4-3 down. He's now 7-4 up, and he is throwing for a second Players' Championship win of the year. He won Players' Championship 4. Here's Ryan Searle. This one's been closer, but it's looking like the same outcome. He won that one 8-2. He's well on his way to winning this one 8-4. Another maximum to start a leg that he knows if he wins, he's won Players' Championship 6 here in Barnsley.
Well, the heavy scoring has changed the whole pattern of the match, and he's backed it up with his finishing, Van Duijvenbode. So all in all, it's been a very good all-round game from the big Dutchman.
And Searle had that one dart at double 5 to lead 5-3. From there, it's been all this man. No treble in the leg either for Ryan Searle, and you'd expect Dirk Van Duijvenbode to finish the job, and he's going the right way about it. 83 left, Ryan Searle 300 behind. Surely Van Duijvenbode is going to be champion here in Barnsley. Can he do it on this visit? 83. He may do. And he has done. What a performance from Dirk Van Duijvenbode. He's beaten Ryan Searle in a final in Barnsley this year again. This time 8 legs to 4. But it's been dominant from Dirk Van Duijvenbode. He's only been taken to the last leg decider once. That was in the semi-final. But what a little spell he found from 4-3 down. The max count in his favour, as always. The 1-4-8 explosive way to start the match with a 1-4-2. But he is the champion. He's beaten Ryan Searle by 8 legs to 4 with an average, call it 104. Dirk Van Duijvenbode, title number 2 of the year, and he's going to be chatting to Dan Dawson shortly.